Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Today, guys, you already know what time it is. It's aceattorney Wednesday. I had quite the shitty day. So, guess what? I'm eating one of those scuffed ass cupcakes that we made the other day, and right now I'm trying to unwrap it and the wrapping is ripping, and I think I'm gonna end it all. Anyways, so aceattorney today. I'm stoked. Dude, I found out some really unfortunate news about one of the characters that I liked, and I am very I don't know, I'm very distraught. Which cupcake is being consumed right now? It's the Steve one. It's the I think it's the yeah, it's Steve. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm eating a cupcake because I deserve it. Anyways. Okay, let's boot up the game. Aceattorney time! I'm booting up the game. You know, whenever I'm playing aceattorney, my friend whose account that I'm borrowing for aceattorney, they can't play Silk Song. And it's really funny to me that I'm preventing them from playing Silk Song because I'm using their account for aceattorney. Oh my god, it's so loud. It's so loud. Oh my goodness gracious, music overlap. Okay. Guys, you know what time it is. It is, in fact, aceattorney Wednesday. All right. Ah, it's loud. Wait, we were here, right? I think it was this one. So oh, that's right. We were exploring the cafeteria last time I checked. Dude, I found out, so the unfortunate news that I found out is, you know how I thought this guy was cool? That's a problem. I was like, bro. My friend pointed that out to me. That, that's, I was like, oh, why is it always gotta be like, why do they always gotta do that? Why do they always gotta do that, bro? Why do they always gotta do that? Oh. And didn't she say someone else? There was another one that confessed to her too? Was it this guy? Big talk circus, more like problematic circus. What the fuck? Yeah, I thought she was, I was like, I thought she was older than she was, and then my friend was like, bro, she's 16, and they like both confessed to her, and I was like, oh. I was like, that's unfortunate. We got problematic circus. So unfortunately, I have to defend problematic circus. To defend problematic circus. Anyways, we did not examine this place yet. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Yeah, that's definitely a juice bottle, bro. Ah! Watch out, Nick! There's broken glass all over the floor. A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting here. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? Broken bottle added to the court record. Okay. Wait, who's him? Who's him? What are we... Who's him? Okay, anyways. This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Look here, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? Bro got the fucking, like... What is that? Is it a podium? Anyways. It looks like they've left it exactly as it was on the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Looking at all these dishes is making me hungry. If you want, I got stuffed ass cupcakes for you, girl. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside. Once we're finished with the case. Okay. All right. Then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Where's the mute button when you need it? Bro, God forbid a girl gets excited over hamburgers, bro. What's your issue? The kitchen's over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you? Absolutely, girly. What's this? A bulletin board for bulletins. Doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. During a murder investigation, bro? I mean, I had me a demonic mac and cheeseburger last night. Oh, fuck yeah, bro. You're making me hungry. Hang on, I'm changing how I'm sitting. Blech. I had sushi and udon last night, because, basically every Tuesday... Why am I, like, over to the side a little bit? Okay, anyways. Every Tuesday, I go with my aunt and uncle to go get sushi at a sushi place near them. So, what's it called? I had sushi and udon last night, and it was really good. And I usually, there's so much food that I have to save it for lunch the next day, too. So I had udon for lunch today as well. Juicy. You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like message from the killer. Isn't that interfering with a crime scene, bro? Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. I was gonna investigate the mysterious stain on the wall, but that appears that's normal. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read this sign, huh? Maybe this should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die. Well, that would definitely make them clean up. Wait, hang on, I turned up the sensitivity too high. Okay. So it said we had to go talk to quote-unquote him. Who's him? Who's him? Is it this guy? Why does he look like that, bro? Why does he look like that? Was it Mo? What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? Ah, you want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke, imagine... Oh, wait. No, that was his, declination thing. Okay, so now he doesn't know. Who is it that I'm supposed to present this to, then? Is it Maximilian? Sorry, he looks so funny. Ah, yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I want another bite of cope cake. Oh. Yeah, no. It's really good. Okay. Oh my god. Bro, why do you have to be problematic? You look so cool. Why did they have to... They finally give me a flamboyant-ass character in this game, and then they make them a creep. What the fuck, man? Anyways. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did you just call me his sweetie? Again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso! I mean fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. Alright, bro. Ooh. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, he must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics? That's foul. Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes, sweetie. That's what they call jealousy. Bro, they're absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? Dog. We need to have a talk. Bro. That is a child. Okay. Alright. Sentence. She is truly my sweetie pie princess. My sweetie pie princess Pookie Bear. Okay, bro. Pack it up. You're done. We're cooked. Call up Chris Hansen. Wow, that's so cool. No, Maya, that's not cool. It's already in the works. I hope not. If this was written in 25, that would be my Discord kitten. Dude, it's bad. I thought he was cool too. Man. Oh? That's strange. Regina never actually said anything about marrying this Joker. So it's one-sided too, okay. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. You mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. Bro, why'd they gotta make you a creep, man? You looked so cool. And then, I waited for him. But he never came back. Did he go to the place where the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Okay, buddy. Okay, bucko. Creepazoid. How about this? What do you have to say about this? What about this? Fabulous! You'd like me to sign this for you? Let's see. Let me see what else we can get out of him. Oh, here we go. Maximilian Galactica. No matter when you see me, you get shivers, don't you? The silk hat, the cloak, the white roses on my chest. They're my symbols. You know I had to cut the number of symbols to 3. Really? You had quite a few to begin with then, huh? Well, I thought that you could never have too many symbols. Sunglasses, beauty mark, soft pillows for lips, a beard, buck teeth. I gave all sorts of symbols a shot. But if I forgot one when I put on my makeup, everyone would forget who I am. That's awful, especially for a magician. Wait, how old is Maya? Real quick, I forgot. She is younger than you. And you were like, oh, that's so cool about him wanting to marry her. She is younger than you, girl. Girl, she's 2 years younger than you. Do you not see a problem with that? Okay, anyways. Alright, well, guess I gotta present him with the funny... Oh wait, let's present him with these first, I forgot. Can I ask what you do with such an exorbitant salary? We've already covered this point. I'm paying off my father's debt. How could he possibly have such a large amount of debt? For example, say you rented a video, and perhaps you forgot about it for, say, a short period of about 10 years! You'd have the biggest late fee known to man. It's kind of like that. Wow, now I can see how you can get that much debt. That makes sense now. Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense! Alright, let's see. Ah, this is my silk hat. It's the only one of its kind in the world. It's one of my most prized possessions. This silk hat proves that I was somewhere else. Where did they find this? Huh, sweetie? They found it at the murder scene. Ah! Bro is debt maxing. Bro is debt maxing, and he's also maxing in another department that leaves me extremely disappointed. I don't know nothing about nothing. Ew, Max is so pathetic like this. Max must be really confused. Alright, let's see. That's the ringmaster. It's a shame what happened. He was going to be a father, like a father to me. Yeah, once you married once you supposedly married his underage daughter, bro. Alright, pack it up. Pack it the fuck up.
Take that!
Alright, let's see what he's hiding. Bro's the only thing more concerning than Chris Hansen, the RS. Bro's in so much trouble, bro. Okay, meeting with Russell. I don't think we got evidence still? Really? Okay, last night you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such. Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary. I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? No, I don't think we do. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I'd looked at that yet. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we have anything. I mean, besides this, because it was found at the crime scene, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he did anything other than negotiating his fee. This proves that he negotiated his fee. This doesn't mean shit. Yeah, I think we have to cut our losses here. Okay. Is there anything else we can investigate? See if I can get anything out of him. Yeah. No. I don't remember what we presented to who last time, so let's find out. No. He's not gonna tell us shit, this guy. No. Okay. Let's see. Nothing? Bruh. Bruh. Game. No, that's his way of telling us no. Wait. I wonder if this guy would know anything. Wait, we tried it with him already, didn't we? Yeah, okay. Let's try and present everything to him. Nope. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Alright. We do have all the evidence? But there's no way. I mean, because this... I would assume this, right? But... should I try it anyway? But, like, I don't want to waste my health. So I'm like... I don't think we do. Wait, let me try presenting the stuff with the broken... I want to present this to her. No, she doesn't know. Hello, Rowena. Welcome back. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. We already got the information about this. Okay, I think we got everything. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Oh, the chair. The chair's been knocked over. That's what it looks like. It almost looks like as if someone knocked it over in a struggle or used it for self-defense. Maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria? Okay, no, that doesn't help. Damn, okay. I'm so dang excited because my history class is gonna do this court thing about the Code of Hammurabi. Oh, that's cool! That's cool! I didn't do anything fun like that when I learned about that. We just learned about it and moved on. That was really cool. That's cool. That's fun. I hope you have a good time with that. All right, let's go back to the detention center. I can't speak. All right, bro. Sweating. I know you did something. I gotta prove it. I gotta prove that you did something. Don't forget to make a save. You're right. I can't save. I can't save. I can't save. All right, let me save before we start with him. Hang on. Let me save here. Okay. Take a bite of cupcake. Well, cupcake. Oh my god. Okay. Come on.
Take that!
There we go. I got the role of the witness. A woman, she's married, runs a household, and finds the Code of Hammurabi unfair for women because there was a law that husbands pick their fate if the women are in denial. Huh. That's cool. Wait, so you get to like make a court trial? And like you have to negotiate it out with like your peers in like the style of the time? Because that's cool, if so. That's really creative. Bro, I think my favorite teacher ever that I had back in, I think it was 7th grade, was my favorite teacher I ever had. It was my history teacher who, you know, it's always the history teachers. History teachers are always cool. There was we were doing our unit on World War I, I believe. Yeah, it was about World War I. It was in 7th grade, and he brought in his PS4, and we played a game that was relatively historically accurate, and he had us like take notes in a big packet as we all like popcorn played the game to like, and it was like a historical thing. It was really cool, and I learned a lot. It was pretty cool. And he was also like an army veteran too, so he had like a lot of funny stories. I had to do a mock trial back in high school. I was the prosecutor and got the defendant a life sentence. What were they charged with? What were they charged with? What was like the thing that you were getting them in trouble for? That's so funny. Speaking of World War, I'm making a series for myself about World War II. Oh, cool. All right, hang on. Let's see what I can get. Let's see what I can get with him about. Okay.
Take that!
Jeebus. What's the matter? Sweetie, you must have some wax buildup in your ears. You haven't listened to me at all. Huh? You're still not listening, are you? I said that I hate lies. That wasn't lying. I was just asking about that. Ah, shit. Let's see if I could just present shit to him. If all this fails, I can always reset it to right before I talk to him, so it's fine. Let's try it all. Nope. First degree murder, and I got some sort of child neglect charge added to that push to life sentence. That's crazy. Okay. Hang on. One week ago. Found at the crime scene. And I did present this already. I think it's probably this, right?
Take that!
Yeah, okay. Hang on. I'll go back and I'll redo it. Okay. Is there this, not the compensation, the date? This was dated a week ago. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sweat, bitch! Sweat! Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous! Okay, there we go. All right, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie. That's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there's some sort of problem. Okay, you know, I think it's funny. He's on trial for murder, and they're asking what you're doing, and he goes, no, that's private. Bro, you are on trial for murder! Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about. Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room that night? Oh, it was this!
Take that!
Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria, but you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max, what is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. Use this bottle to... What could I say had something to do with the... Okay. I have an obsession with Hamilton. Dude, I never got into Hamilton, actually. Think about it. I mean, because he could have used it to, like, threaten someone, or... Double think about it? I'm trying! I'm not very smart, okay? I'm trying! Okay, the cafeteria... Sorry, I'm changing how I'm sitting. I'm thinking. So... Ah! Okay. It's not just why he would use it, but who he would use it on. You're right. I forgot that I could present people again. Okay. She has come to America to defeat me in court. I wonder if he had a fight with... This guy doesn't speak much, but I wonder if they were fighting about her. They could be fighting about her. Or... Because he was the one who said that he had an interest in the same girl, right? Was it him? Or would it be him? I don't remember. I don't remember which one of them it was. I think it was him. Let's try this. Then... Oh, I was right! You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? Oh, shit! And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician! Okay. Damn. Bro, you're already in trouble for assault at that rate then. My God. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben, the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why'd you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. Yeah, there you go. You mean Regina? That ill-bred... Did you just call him ill-bred? Creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. You are not much better! You are both going after an underage girl! Dude! Go get the lion angry over his Discord kitten! Bro! They're fighting over the Discord kitten and they're both in the wrong! What the fuck? Dude, they're both fucking Discord mods. No! Okay. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we're talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. I think you did a little more than tap him, bro. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. Bro. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. Her dad was okay with this? That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. Okay, bro. And no one else's. Okay. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Okay, so you are a fucking psychopath. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trilo can't say a word. Not without Ben. Trilo? The puppet. The ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Triloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed. So you know you're in the wrong! You know you're in the wrong! You know you fucked up! Alright, somebody get this guy behind bars, bro. Somebody get... I mean, you're already behind bars. I think you should be behind more bars, bro. You hit him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet? You're so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. You're a bitch, bro! Not to defend the man, but Japan's civil code only updated the age of marriage from 16 to 18 in 2022, still a Redditor. Yeah, that doesn't help, though. Like, it's still bad. Like, cause it's like, dude, that means she was, like, literally, even if the age of, like, you could do that in Japan at age 16, that doesn't help because she was still barely legal, though. She is 16. That's insane. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem, none at all. Thank you, Max. You know, I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Okay, bro. Then don't go hiding puppets. Alright, bro. Tired of you. Okay. Oh, fuck, I put too much in my mouth. Give me a sec. Big top circus, more like big problematic circus. What the fuck? Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. Alrighty. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. What do you mean you don't know how that's related, bro? It looks the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Dog. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters. You mean stole one of those posters? Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trilo somewhere in this room. Trilo? Oh, the ventriloquist puppet. Alright. Would it be in here? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like, okay, I think we saw this already, but... there's something shoved under the bookshelf. There we go. This is... dare I say based? Real. That's Trilo! Oh, it's kind of cute. That's Ben's puppet. I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Alrighty. Why do I have to carry this thing? Alrighty. Now we go back to Max. Alright. Here you go. This punk, huh? Trilo's such a wooden, cheeky excuse for a puppet. Bro, it is a puppet. Are you stupid? I can't believe that this thing is what I'm up against for Regina's love. Dog. Dog. You need help. Can't even, bro. My sweetie pie, love only me. Okay. What? You're up against what for Regina's love? Whatever, let's just hurry up and give this thing back to Ben. Okay. So we have to find Ben then. Maybe he's in Mo's room? Where is he? Maybe he's in the cafeteria. I think that's the only place we haven't looked. Here he is. Okay. Oh, hey, Ben. Hello. Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? Yes, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Alright, bro. Here's your funny puppet. Take him back. Ah, Ben! This is yours, isn't it? Yes! That's mine! Here you go! Triloquist, return to Ben. Okay. Alright, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben! Okay. That time for what? So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see, maybe like... Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench! What's your problem anyway? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Okay. Hold on. For some reason, this puppet seems like a New Yorker to me. For some reason, I was about to give him, like... Ben? Is that you, Ben? No, 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 no! I would never! It was me! Yeah, me! Down here! Oh, wait, I have to give them separate voices, okay. You're Trillo? That's Mr. Quist to you, sir! Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name! Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect! Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better? No! Look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney! Oh my god! Trillo, we talked about insulting people. You promised. Oh my god! What the fuck? But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trillo. Nick, what just happened? Trillo's still a puppet, right? A ventriloquist puppet. Hey, who do you think you are calling me a puppet? Bro. Okay. Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me! Ventriloquist, you behave, young man. Shut up, Woody! What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us in peanuts. Old mutt is crazy. Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Oh. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants. Your partner, you mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here. Oh, my. But I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. Bro. Guys! What is wrong with this circus? What's in the water? What is in the water? I can't take this shit. Why is he smirking like that? Look at him! I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry? What the fuck? Can we quit this kid? Can we like abstain from, can we not be this case's lawyer? Bro, what the fuck? The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up, I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts. Okay. Let's see. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? Bro. I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. Bro. I don't even know what to say. I know you think that, but what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. I want you. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? What is going on? I'm sick of this case. I'm sick of this fucking case. What the hell? The rest is private. How much worse does it get than that? Well, the melody's pretty good. But those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Went straight to prison? Yeah, I'll say. Employees can give consent for a government agent to search their employers without a warrant. Dude, they all need to be searched. Search all of their fucking hard drives, bro. Thanks. Now that Trilo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface! Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trilo? Enough jibba jabba. Let's get to court already. Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Oh boy. Oh. What in the world happened with Ben and Trilo? Try to pair those two. What did that puppet see anyways? Ah! Ah! Monkey! Stock monkey noise. Oh no, now what? Ah! 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 Did we just get jumped by a monkey, bro? Did we just get jumped by a monkey? What the hell is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah! My badge! That monkey stole it. What? Oh, so you did that. So you thought that was funny, huh? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look completely dumbfounded. Regina! You! That monkey! Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge! Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Money? Okay. Oh, so now we get to ask her about, this series of events. The monkey is called Money? Yes. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems. Huh? Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Huh, that's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Mo's. I guess it's time that I revisit that kooky clown. Okay, so let's talk to her about this stuff, and then let's talk to Mo. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that's always hanging around with Trilo? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was here when Trilo told me that he was in love with me. Trilo told you he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? No. He's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. Girl, please, run. Run. Fucking run. Oh my god. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trilo. Holy shit, you've all got issues. All of you. What the hell? What is in the water? Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Bro. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? No, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. Oh, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trilo? Neither! You are a child! You are a child, and one isn't even a fucking human being. Wait, you do realize that Trilo is a puppet? Huh? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. What the fuck? Alright, let's go talk to that goddamn clown. Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Alright, let's go talk to Mo! Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Right all the time! It's alright to be wrong every now and then, right? See, Nick? It just took a while for the joke to find its audience. So what can I do for you? You remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it. We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Okay. Okay, bro. Alright, pack it up. Alright, Regina. So about Regina. Regina's such a pure, innocent child. Okay, wait. So he acknowledges they all see her as a child, right? Then why are two of them asking for her hand in fucking marriage at 16 years old? Okay. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know? Mo seems to be the only normal-ish person here. Yeah, dude, I'd fuck with him rather than the other two. Like, I like him better than the other two. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life. I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply, without complications. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money. He stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him. Mo's goofy and he knows it? Yeah, he's silly and he likes carrots. Eh? Why's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo, bravo! Enough joking. I thought he said enough jorking it. Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner's staying. You mean right now? Of course! Shall we go? Another circus member? Hopefully not a creep this time? Oh, monkey. Okay, not a creep this time, not a creep this time, not a creep this time, please. This is it! What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today. Huh? That's a big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Monkey. Monkey. Wait, did that say the monkey takes care of Acro? No, we don't have Acro's profile yet. Okay. Money must use this to swing around on. Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride on it too. Maybe later. Alright, let's see. Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this. It's a trophy and it's heavy. Nick, I found found it! Your badge, it's right here! Nice. Thanks, you really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Gang. What are we doing? What? Oh, okay. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. We didn't check out the rest of the room! Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Yeah, and the magician's still a fucking creep at the end of the day. Cupcake. Oh. Okay. Alright, let me cook. Oh no. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. He needs some milk! What the fuck is going on here, bro? What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? Okay, bro. I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. It don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Oh, God, now we have to deal with Francisca. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it! Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. Forgot that that's his name. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that's to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you will. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay, bro. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? You must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilk. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it's not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Bitch, I whooped your ass last time. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. I'm not the one on the... I'm not the defendant! Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! God. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you'll need every penny you can earn, Detective. She just called his ass poor! Bro! Winning court all you wanted won't unimprison your dad. Literally, bro, she should be in prison for the amount of time she's disrupted court trials and shit like that. Like, whipping everybody in the courtroom and coming up with, like, a bunch of false shit and coercing people. Why is she not in jail for that? Like, I like her, I think she's funny, but at the same time, she should be in, like, that's not allowed. You can't get away with that. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. All right, gumshoe time. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Okay. 10:15 blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Okay. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. All right, let's save here. Let me save! Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. All right. Oh wait, I forgot to press on that. Hang on. Hold up! Hold up!
Hold it!
Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me think. There's gotta be more to this. Eh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Okay, wait. The court record. There was something about the snow. Maybe about 1 inch or so off the ground. So, it was something about the snow, right? And if he died... The snow was falling until 10:40. Okay, so there wouldn't be snow on his body. Okay, whatever. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. Oh, come on. I clicked press!
Hold it!
When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course, the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim the ringmaster. Bro, I like how they already assume it was him, but okay. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you're welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m.
Hold it!
After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. And the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage! The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15.
Hold it!
I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. All right, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. We've got a witness that saw what happened. No, we'll have to revisit this later because Francisca said so. Ah! Sorry. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail.
Hold it!
A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Ooh. 20-pound box. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Okay. About the lock, about the contents. Let's go down the line. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Damn. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figured they just did it to make the box heavier. Ouch! I think we could all do without your guesses, detective. He is a detective! His guesses are important! Bro! Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, detective. Let's see if I can press him and ask more questions.
Hold it!
Okay, let's ask about the lock. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. And you didn't mention this before. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics teams took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe. Okay. Now let's ask him about what's in it.
Hold it!
Since I think that was the last question. Okay, the contents. Do you mind telling us about what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. What the fuck is that? Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. That's odd.
Hold it!
Alright, let's see. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it's something that the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho, ho, ho. Bruh. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Oh boy, here we go. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up is... I'm such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Leave my goat alone! Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Okay. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Yep, of course he is. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trilo Quist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge. Trilo, you can't say that. Trilo, you gotta be considerate, bro. It's 2025. It's 2025. You gotta be considerate. Leave my guy's clothes alone. It's Trilo, it's 2025. People are allowed to do what they want. Plus, it's literally a judge's like outfit. Everyone wears. All judges wear that. What the fuck is he on about? It had a good rhythm. No, it didn't! It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult the judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You'd think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Bro! Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my court. Ow! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Okay. Yeah, we were gonna ask him about this yesterday and we didn't get an answer, so here we go. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. You can't say that. Trilo, you're insensitive as fuck. Well, since you weren't with him, could that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. What's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for his hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you have to say? Okay, I guess she's the boss again today. She's always the boss! Alright. Let's save here. Okay. Okay. Let's press him on all the info. The clown, you're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. No, he's the only relatively normal one in this circus, bro. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. You're a puppet. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Says you! You are not a real human being! Bro, what the fuck? Then what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Okay, let's ask him.
Hold it!
Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Objection! Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. A thunker.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, how could you be any more dense? All together now. Sail cat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions. He was the only one heading that way. How could the punk not be the killer? Okay.
Hold it!
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something that's amiss in this? I can't save here. Alright. Let's see. No problems. There's no proof it was Max. Yeah, there's no proof it was Max. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. All right, let's say it all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Bro! Let's see if I can press him on the other thing.
Hold it!
And only saw Max. All right, that's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you would have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Oh yeah, he would have seen the ringmaster too if they're suspecting he killed him. Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen? The ringmaster.
Take that!
That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness and could have seen him. Before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah! I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of the bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Okay. All right, I'm trying to think. What can we present here? Okay. We didn't press him on this, did we?
Hold it!
Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around... I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, you can all do without your offhanded theories.
Objection!
this witness. He's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Regina.
Take that!
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, then it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Ah! Did he just blow up? You were waiting outside for Regina to come back from the lodging house. Or to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares what I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. All right. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! That's true. I didn't even think of that. That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on his way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that he could have missed someone. Oh, Jesus, I didn't even get to read that. There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. All right. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge! I mean, look at your horrible outfit! More pain? Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Bro. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. No, you don't, because I have it. You were going to propose? You, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't... What the fuck is in the water with this case, bro? What the fuck is going on? Guys, what the fuck? Oh! When I'm in a committing contempt of court challenge and my opponent is an Ace Attorney witness. Bro, when my opponent is anyone in Ace Attorney besides the main character, literally everyone has done something fucked up in court in this game. Everyone. Also, bro, we need to talk. We need to talk. I think you need to be giving yourself a sentence. Because I'm pretty sure you're older than the other two. It might even be even worse. How fucking old are you? Jesus. What is going on? Dude. Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. You could say so! Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. Who was at that sigh at the end? Okay. Let's see. Let's save here. Bro, I think I might have to take out my contacts because... Oh my god. My eyes are so dry right now. I kind of want to take out my contacts, but then I'm worried, What's it called? My glasses will make a reflection of the ring light and make it harder for my phone to track my eyes. Oh well. Alright. Alright, let's see. A proposal? You mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina. Of course that's what I meant! What kind of stupid question is that? Wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. I even had something to give to her.
Hold it!
What exactly was it that you plan on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. It's always lashing out at everything! One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Push on anyway. Pain equals bad. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human— Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. I'm sure to enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina.
Hold it!
Engagement ring? Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. A cheap ring with an eerie sparkle. Okay. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Okay, I feel like that was important. Kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Okay. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course! What a stupid question! You gotta be kidding me! You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry. Really. You don't have to apologize for that! He's the one who should be apologizing! Really? Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her.
Hold it!
Alright, let's see. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her. That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in my way. Uppity snob? He couldn't be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. That's where we catch you. That's where we catch you, bro.
Objection!
I have it right here, you fucking lion. Ahoy, hello, welcome back. All right, Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. You recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! I suffered from attempting hardcore Minecraft. Bro, it's difficult. I still haven't beat it myself. What's going on here? That's... Ben, say something! Huh? Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room like they put money, like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what coming. Okay, bro, that could... You gotta be careful. Dude, this is like the most... Like... Somebody gotta fucking put soap in this puppet's mouth. Bro, what the fuck? Mr. Quiz, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, money really is a monkey in every sense of the world. The word. God, I can't speak today! I see. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Everybody getting jumped by that fucking monkey. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilloquist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring, snatching money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool's called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that have possibly... what could it possibly be? His testimony has a... Ben doesn't exercise enough. No, it's obviously that his testimony has a flaw. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What's the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? It's really simple, bro. I'm saying that there's no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Oh boy. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Objection!
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Ha! I've told you so many times that you think you know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it'll change some more. Where there's one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah! Alright. You, good sir, are getting cooked. I'm going to cook you! I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure that it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. Well, if he didn't say anything to you, then I'm definitely sure that it could not have been him, because if he had said anything to you, it would have guaranteed that it was him. So, there's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. That means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. The victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Okay. Let's see. Alright, let's save. Save again! Alright, you know what? Let's press him on everything as per usual. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably couldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo. Yeah, because he's fucking stupid. We've known this. You know, Phoenix, I'm surprised that you haven't, like, requested a different judge oversee your cases, bro. Like, can you not do that? Okay. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the whole time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. Oh my god. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Ew! I'm not good at math! It was 10:10 p.m. Yes, that sounds about right. You're telling me that no one could add 10 minutes to the top of the hour? No one in this fucking room? Besides her? No one in this room? Okay. Sounds about right, because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence.
Hold it!
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night. I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer it if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Okay. This is where I feel like we're gonna find something here. I think it's... I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was... Oh! You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better! Ow! Ow! That hurts! That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. Bro. How can this shit be allowed, bro? I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene.
Hold it!
Alright, let's press him on this. And then we'll go back and ask him the other questions. You're 100% sure of what you just said. I told you already! Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure! There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Okay, those 3 ridiculous symbols. There's 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now! Silcat, cloak, white roses. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have proof to make something stick? Alright, time to go to work. Okay, so it's that one... There's this one. This question. Okay, so let's do the evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? That's what I was thinking. I was like, why would you say good evening to him if you, like, hate him and are watching him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I'd understand. Ow! That hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would say something nice to Max. How do I go about proving with the evidence? Okay. Bluffing is everything in this world. I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Okay. Let's see if I can ask about the other question. Let's try this. What happens if I click this one? Okay. So it was... Something isn't right here. Something's up. What would I present here? Let me see, because if they're saying his three big symbols, it's the hat, the cloak, and the roses, right? So... Did I press him on that? Okay, there's three ridiculous... Yeah, I did already. Okay. Sorry, I'm rubbing my eyes. Oh my god. Okay, I'm trying to think. How would he see the silk hat if we have the silk hat? That's what I was thinking at first, but also the silk hat was left there after the crime already happened. So someone could have worn the silk hat and walked past him and then left it there, right? Whoever the perpetrator was wearing the silk hat, but left it there. It didn't necessarily have to be Max, but let's try that anyway, but I don't think it'll get me anywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this. Ah, shit, that doesn't help either. Okay. Wait, what is the line before this one? I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. So, if... But you're not 100% sure, but how do I prove it? How do I prove that you weren't 100% sure is what I'm trying to figure out. Under the crime scene. I feel like the good evening one stands out to me the most. Okay, I showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. Doesn't change the fact that I saw him in the plaza. Okay. This is driving me nuts. Do I present... maybe something about Regina. Oh, I saw him. He got whacked by Max beforehand, didn't he? You're right. But that was during breakfast. That was during breakfast. Yeah, so he's saying there's no reason why I wouldn't say goodnight to him. So let me try the bottle.
Objection!
I guess it was the bottle. Okay. Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at the most. Disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. The second they were talking about it, I was like, okay, so they just admitted to assault. Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet and his lewd, Wait, no, I'm sorry. A puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Ah! Objection! Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie! Honestly, That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He didn't see anyone, he saw the defendant, or he saw a different person. Ooh, this one's gonna be important. Okay, hang on, this one's gonna be important. Alright. Okay. He didn't see anyone, he saw the defendant, or he saw a different person. I was gonna say he saw a different person, because he's saying he didn't lie. I'm thinking he saw a different person. But what if he actually didn't see anyone? But I'm thinking he saw a different person. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. I'm betting he didn't see anyone because he did it. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But I think he saw someone else. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe that the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means that there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trilo saw that evening then? You know what? Would have been the victim. Because he was telling him that it was cold outside, right? And he was like, oh, I'll only be gone 10 minutes. What if he gave him the hat and the cloak so he wouldn't be cold? And then he died out there with it.
Take that!
I'm thinking it was the ringmaster. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Bro. Can we get you all behind bars? What the fuck is in the water, bro? No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose you got a point there. Bro. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order! How do you respond to this? Wait a second! Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. Okay, bro. Pack it up. Pack it up, Freakazoid. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? All right, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. Ow! Yes, yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. Silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we actually know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Monkarma, you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant. Well, if that's the case, then it's impossible for me to take a judgment at this point. Or to make a judgment. Yes! I think we finally won a point in this one. That's very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there's no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Oh my god, bro. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request that the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Brother in Christ. Brother in Christ. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means? It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility! Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. So then where did the cloak go, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, what about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? Do not let this guy be president, bro. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery... Jesus Christ. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Oh my god, bro. Now that everyone's back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Monkarma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Well, Miss Lawrence Curls, please take the stand. Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? The funny guy. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Ah! In West Clownadelphia, born and raised. Bro. Copyright fucking audio jungle. Will the witness please inform the court as to why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to use your occupation, excuse me. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Dude, I think you know I'm tired. My eye keeps twitching, bro. It's bad. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Ah, 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 ah. Bro. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Mr. Seymour Butt? How about that one? Dude. But a couple of clowns who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. It's okay, bro. I think your jokes are funny. Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without the humor, please. Okay. Oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Alright. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? That's your testimony? Why they gotta make my boy sad? Literally, he's trying his best. Bro just gave his life story instead of, testifying about the case, bro. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking questions here? Witness. Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. That's foul. Thus, please stick to the facts of the case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you. I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we once again... Oh my gosh. Shall we begin once again with the testimony? I can't speak today! Of course we can. I'll talk as long as you want. Alright, here we go. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. We need Trilo in jail. I could probably give him massive pass since he's closer to Regina's age. No, literally, dude, it's like they're closer in age, but like it's still not good. Not good. Don't even get me started on the judge, bro. The judge got himself. The judge just incriminated himself too. I'm thinking they all go to prison. Yeah, no, literally, still no bueno. It doesn't matter if they're closer in age, you know. Dude, they all gotta go to prison. Okay. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. Oh. It's still icky, and don't get me started. In most states, it's legal. It is? That's legal in most. Bro, what the fuck? I didn't know that. Ew. It's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say it, off kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that! Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Haha, that's great. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with corny jokes. Oh my goodness, crying. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I'm gonna save here so that I can make sure that if I question him about the wrong things, Francisca can't jump my ass. Okay. Let's press him about everything. You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Oh. How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? No, 8 o'clock. That's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke. Let's not. Let's not make it 8 p.m., all right, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick. Just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You're so boring. Okay.
Hold it!
You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? Or had some Taco Bell. The double cheese double. Bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I've got a good reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just... Why am I getting penalties for him telling a shitty joke? I thought I'd just go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. You just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. You could say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls! Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Let's keep pressing. If I lose, I can always redo it. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. I forgot about that part. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Owie, owie, ow. That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. We should start turning the tables in our favor. God, I'm so low on health, bro. I heard a huge noise out the window, and that's what made me look outside.
Hold it!
What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Oh, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? Ha ha ha! I guess that the sound sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... That's when I saw 2 silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though.
Hold it!
Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, they were about 30 feet from my window. Damn, that's a big yard. Just 30 feet, that's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. I see. please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. All right, we gotta figure out some sort of hold so we can prove it wasn't Max. You say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. You said you couldn't see clearly because of the snow, bro. You just said that. That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. Oh, I'm sure. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? All right, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. So you'll do it for the puppet, but not with this guy? See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
Hold it!
You say you saw the ringmaster get clocked over the head. Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. It really does enjoy the completely random What word is that? I have never seen that word in my life. What word is that? Hang on. Sequitur. The conclusion of an interference consequence. I have literally never heard that word before in my life. Okay, anyways. Now, what would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you saw everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. Bro! Ah! You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Go fuck yourself! Because if you don't, you know what's waiting for you. A nice penalty. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe what that my witness did not see a crime? Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. Yeah, he said it was snowing. What's the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated that the following, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo's to be believed, when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. That's true! I was gonna say it was about the snow detail, but okay. In 1972, what? I didn't even get to see what he said. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a Mexican... What the hell is bro yapping about? Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statement. Of course they did. Bitch. On karma! Tampering with witnesses again! So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent leave. Bro, Mr. Curls! Your Honor? You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly! The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I catch even a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. Alright. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Yeah, but anyone could have been wearing the hat and cloak, bro. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. Took the clown so long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. All righty. All right, let's save. 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 All right. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Okay, so let's start with this. Don't you think that you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Okay. No, I clicked press. Trilo said the same thing. But if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself. But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. What? What do you mean by that, bro? Alright, let me see. You're sure that's what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? Objection! There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight would have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. Our records say his eyesight has a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. Okay, I couldn't see what he was carrying. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they hadn't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. Trilo's testimony and now Mo's. It really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that'll help. I've got to do it. I think it's about the symbols. They were all there. It's the thing that's bothering me is that he said that it was all there. But the roses, he didn't see the roses. The roses was the third symbol, right? Yeah. Okay. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay! Everyone get ready! All together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew if there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols, just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? You like pie? I love pie! Oh my god. Silence, fool! You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions! I got the ultimate white people food chicken salad. Oh, hell yeah. Bro, I could fuck up some, like, potato salad or macaroni salad right now. Oh, that sounds really good. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
Objection!
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious that it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Objection!
But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Objection!
And the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Yes! Clearly not. He's just toying with the court. Yes. Yes. Got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Yep. 3-piece getup. Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims that there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now that... what am I supposed to think? One's supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about this other testimony. The witness had stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of a doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Oh, shit. All right, let me save here. Okay. Oh wait, no, I need to save at the cross-examination, not the testimony, damn it. Okay. There were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against the witness. You are going to prove that to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement. You better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I bet gotta be... Okay. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I need. All right. Here's where I meant to save, not the other part. All right. So we can't press at all? There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Yet it was found at the crime scene.
Objection!
This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No! That's not true! You just said it, though. Order, order! Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all of this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me? Oh. Okay. Okay. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing that dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene. What's the matter, Nick? Something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Ah! You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Mo really just went, okay, boomer? No, for real. Dude, he's literally crashing out. Is that all right with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Weren't you just the one going on and on about how, like, young at heart you were? Like... Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Yeah, that's right. There were no footprints leaving the scene of the crime. There were no footprints. I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? A picture of the crime scene! Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay, ay, ay! So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said! Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second! I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt! I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feelings things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false, I haven't lied, it's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Oh my god, bro. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Order, order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? Okay, so Von Karma really just told him to lie? Yeah, literally. No, I mean, we have proven that she has messed with the evidence and the witnesses non-stop in every single case we've been up against her in. We've proven this, and yet the court has done nothing about it. Like, ever. So, neither her nor the witnesses that have lied on her behalf have gotten any consequences. So, does it even fucking matter? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Curls. Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell ya. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Alright. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows! Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw. He... Why did he just blow away like that? He just got creative mode on. Dude, it literally looked like someone picked up the photo in like Photoshop or something and just went whoa and like carried it away. Okay, this is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. What the fuck is going on, bro? What the hell is going on? I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of the crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why don't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? Ooh, this could be a problem. Hang on, let me see. He's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he's telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic. Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could have been fooled by such a foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I think I just fucked us over. Oops. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason for, behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Oh my god, bro. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They said that the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No! I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule! I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea, let's do our best and catch this sucker. Just got creative mode. Somebody play that shit back of the thing just like, woo, flying away. Oh, that shit's so funny. Okay. All right. All right. All we got. Oh, that's all we got, man. Okay. Do we... sorry, I'm stretching. Since it's around 9 o'clock, do we stop it here for today? Because I'm thinking it would be a good place to stop. Also, I did promise something. I'd play something with them. Also, I got a shower. Do I call it here for today? I think I might. Because it's, you know, the start of the next investigation day. I think I might call it here for today. What's it called? Wait. What if tomorrow? I forgot. I know that, oh yeah, it's the recording stream tomorrow. That's right. I shouldn't be late unless, I have to stay late for work again. Because the reason I've been late recently is because of, the times that I let you guys know is because I had to stay late at work. So the only reason that would happen would be because I had to stay late at work again. But I wanted to record last week and ultimately had to push it off. So, it will definitely, the recording will still happen tomorrow, even if it's later. Cause I gotta get that shit done. So yeah. I would've got a shower cause they stinky. It's just the end of the day, bro! I shower every day like a normal person. Also, Ozzy's waiting for me, so. I left the lights on and he's just been sitting out there this whole time. Anyways. Alrighty, on that note, let's head back to the chatting screen. We did just save the game, didn't we? I think we did. Hang on. Alright, we just saved it. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's go back to the title screen. Alright. Alright, guys. That will be the end of Ace Attorney for today. I got some stuff I gotta do. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the recording stream. I'm gonna be so honest, I've been so busy with work and stuff, I haven't even had the time to, like, practice or anything. I've been so fucking swamped. But, you know what? It is what it is. I gotta get shit done. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And I'm excited, because this is a song I really like. So yeah. We'll do it tomorrow, and I will see you guys then. And then on Friday, we're playing Water Park Simulator, and we're gonna get, like... We're gonna have the world's best water park. What do you guys think I should name that water park? Because I know you get to name it something stupid. What should I name it? Anyways. Alrighty. Bye, guys! I will see you tomorrow! Bye-bye! Thank you for hanging out with me.